guys died to like flu. It's not critical. I'm genuinely sure that in the average base, animal flu can probably wipe out all your animals, all your haulers, stuff like that. For me, if my muffaloes are unavailable right now, fine, whatever. I have horses, I have dromedaries, I've got yaks. We can ride out of here on something else. But, yeah. It's shoot frenzy, Barnes. What are you doing, Barnes? I guess you just woke up on the right side of the bed today, by the look of it. What's that? Oh, it's a guinea pig. Okay. Hopefully they managed to tame them, because I actually had it set to like auto-cull the animals when they come in, and I realized I may have tamed a guinea pig or two and auto-culled them on entry into colony. I also love the fact that like my fucking duck population is into like the 800s. Like 900s and shit. Holy crap, we're gonna be in like fucking 4 digits of ducks soon. God damn. Mind you, it's just like we cull off a certain percentage of them and stuff, so they still have to be numbered and whatever when they're born, but my god. We're not even that far with the panthers yet. I would assume that the guinea pigs, if we had any, would be... Oh no, there's some. We got a male and a female. Where is the female? That's not where you're supposed to be. I'm guessing you just got brought in, mate. Oh, you know what it is? They're not on a thing yet. I want you guys to be probably maybe on the Megasofts. What's up, Phoenix? Where'd you go? Hold on. I heard you coming and meow at me. Where are you? I have Asora on the back of my chair, so I can't exactly like throw around and have a look at him. I don't know where he is. But yeah. I'm gonna need probably a special run for this, because I'm pretty sure Megasofts are allowed everywhere inside, but the Megasofts are also allowed outside. I'm guessing guinea pigs are gonna count as like they don't need to be penned, which is why I can have them wherever. I can't put them where the cats are. I could allow them to go outside like the thrombos and stuff, but I don't really need them to go outside. I'm surprised the Megasofts aren't actually allowed to go down where the beds are. That's not too bad. I guess I should... That's most of the base. There is a couple of sections where they're not allowed. What about the thrombos? Like, it's still gonna let them into the crops. I might have to just make a specific guinea pig run, honestly. I'll leave it paused for a hot second. Actually, fuck it, it won't matter. Zone, I want to add a new... Not that color. Let's see if I can get a better one. Sure, that's different enough. Can I call this like G-Pigs? Yeah, they'll do it. So what I want is I want to invert that area. And first things first, let's shove the guinea pigs onto that. I'll have to do this with the other ones when they come in too. But once they're in here. So I don't want them to go into this grow room. Realistically, I don't want them in this space at all. Ideally. I know Farrell's having a tantrum, but there ain't nothing new about that. He's having a food binge specifically. I don't want the guinea pigs to go into bedrooms. They make a mess when they go inside. I also don't want them to go into the food areas. They can go into the... They can go into that. That's fine. I just want to keep them out of certain spaces. All of this can be a no. Because that's grow rooms and stuff. All of up here is a no. A fun part is going to be cancelling them out of spots like that. But, alright. Let's just say... about there. I don't care if they get into where the solar is here. As long as they stay the fuck out of the doors. Okay. And I've got to keep them out of the hospital. I'm not going to go too neat on this because honestly, it does not matter to me that much. But I could clean it up afterwards anyway, so it's fine. I see you, Phoenix. I saw you come back in here. Phoenix is doing extra fast laps tonight, apparently. He'd only laps around the house. It's That's what he does. He's 15 years old. Like, we can all cut him some slack for this shit, but he sometimes gets into like a bit of a rut where he just keeps kind of going in the same rotation over and over again. And like you can't stop him. Like the only way you can kind of stop him is realistically to kind of like shut him into like a space or something like that where he can't continue the loop. And I don't really like shutting him into spaces and shit. So like what I mean is like close the doors so that he can't like do the full lap or whatever. But yeah, he's doing extra fast lapping tonight, which is not his, like he does do a lot of laps, but like this isn't his default state, you know. Alright. So I could do this all pretty perfect. I might as well. Got time. Whoa, he's already fucking back. Alright. I didn't even know you left the room, Phoenix. I just see him, because out of the corner of my eye, I see him come into the room and he goes underneath the desk. And I don't see him leave because he passes out from underneath my chair. Like sometimes he'll like shark around in a way and I'll accidentally feel like a tail touch my foot or something like that. Most of the time I sit with my legs crossed. And so I don't notice when he passes by unless like I've got a skirt or something like that that's hanging down. And so yeah, he's like sharking around a whole heap tonight. I kind of figure I know why he's doing it, but like knowing why doesn't stop it, you know. I kind of figure, you know how like at a certain age there's like what's the point of like trying to get an animal to stop doing something kind of thing. Like he's gonna do it anyway, and I assume it brings him some level of comfort or like ease or something like that. I think of it along the lines of like I have OCD hand washing, right? So for me, like the compulsion to need to wash my hands and stuff happens sometimes, right? And if I don't like relieve that, it is like psychologically painful to like deal with. But I figure whatever he's doing as like a 15-year-old cat lapping the house, I assume that it's a similar kind of compulsion, because if you try to stop him, because if we try to like stop him or like put him in a room or something like that so he like breaks the cycle, it just causes him more like distress. So that's why we don't do it. So I figure whatever it is, it's kind of like a same thing. Imagine that if I managed to get a cat that has OCD, because I managed to get 2 pets that have separation anxiety, and I don't believe I've got that, but like fucking hell, dealing with like a cat and a dog that had like fucking separation anxiety, that shit's wild. Especially because like I never knew what it was until like I got the dog at the time. And then I'm like, oh, this is interesting. Let me see if I can just fit. Where did I miss the spot here? There. Alright, so they're allowed into there. I don't want them to go in here. The only thing is, like, they should be able to pass through here. Only reason why I want them to be able to pass out through that area is I don't want them to exclusively be eating all my stuff. I will also like fix this up. Whoa, where are you going, Asora? Asora's getting onto the desk. Alright, I want them to stay away from the chocolate trees, and I do want them to stay away from the heel root, specifically. Like, there's also this patch here of heel root, and I might just list it like that. Cool. I don't need it to be that wide. I will clean that up soon. But, yeah, the hospitals and stuff, I don't have a problem with them going wide with that. That's fine with me. And yeah, I was going to say, I'm like, they can still access the health beds and stuff, so that's fine. But yeah, I'll have to make sure that all the guinea pigs are on this once I've caught some. Because guinea pigs, I used to quite like having them in this game because they breed relatively fast. And as long as nobody gets bonded to them, I don't care much. I know my people are 100% going to get fucking bonded to them because that's what my people do. They're just like, oh, cool, animal. Like if they get bonded to it, like maybe I'll keep one or two. It will always give me some kind of a meat supply. And their fur is really expensive, so like I can't really complain about that. But yeah, I have so many like small animals getting around. I really did want to have a lot more big meat animals, but that's just not how this map's gone because we had the starvation event when we moved here, right? It caused us to change and cull. Well, first up, it caused us to cull like 2/3 of the colony of animals. And then after that, I had to change what animals we had in what supply to accommodate like the number of food we could get. And we're really just still working our way up to replacing all the like various animals numbers and stuff. It does take a while. It takes a lot longer to replenish than it does to just auto cull and feed everybody for 1 year. Because that's the thing, is if we could have made to the next year, if I hadn't have had to have culled all the animals, if we weren't in that much of a dire situation, we would have had a duplicated amount of animal population by the next year. We would have had so much meat and so much food, but we just didn't have that. Couldn't risk it, so we just did the cull. And now as a result, because I can't just automatically let everybody go back to, oh, you know, this animal can now breed like non-stop. No, we still needed like a small supply, like dribs and drabs of like food each year. So it's taken a long time, a lot of seasons of like fiddling with the numbers and stuff like that, just so that a few of my animals can have the luxury of like rebreeding and stuff. Food binge, it's fine. I just want to take some of this back down. I kind of want to let them be able to walk around a bit out here. It's going to be really weird seeing guinea pigs out here anyway. But they should be able to get out here a little bit. I don't want them to be able to touch on that. I'll fix that up in a hot second. So, I want that. They can't touch that. And then I wanted to fix up how equal this was. So it's actually kind of even. I don't mind if they miss like a couple of spots there. That doesn't matter to me so much. That ain't quite where I want that to be. Alright. Clear the guinea pigs on that spot there. Sure, they need food. What have you got? You got various meats and stuff. Some of these people be meat eaters. I don't think we have enough money. Like, I don't want to trade stuff. I could trade an animal for food. I don't have that many male horses, so I can't do that. I think we have enough male yaks, so trade one of those. Pemmican would be better. I can sell a couple of those. Alright, maybe not that much. I would love to bring home that much, realistically. We might be able to do it with the yaks. I want to get rid of, like, all the males and stuff, but I also don't want to get rid of breeding females where possible. We have one very old female horse here. Okay. I don't really want to buy extra shit from them. Realistically, I'd rather bring home a little bit of the extra money. Not the best trade. I would have liked to have kept the horses and some more yaks and stuff, but you don't always get to keep these things. Inspired taming. Let's see. I wasn't quite finished removing that block there. Alright. So they should be allowed to go just about everywhere on the map, except for in the actual buildings. They are allowed into the animal area. And I should have caught a few by now. No? Okay, I've just got the 2. Even if we don't successfully catch the other ones, that won't matter. Like they don't have a lot of males in that group, so this isn't the worst. But yeah. How are we going for internal temperature with this? Are these set to on? They are during the day. Cool. I think that they're set to on. Off resting period. Cool. It's 28, 28. 28 inside. And we're going for components. So we've got 150 components, which is great. We are getting low on the nutriment stuff. Tantrum, recreationally recreationally starved. All right. I think it's like there's a different word for it that I saw. Recreation starved. No, that's right. I know what I was trying to say. Tired, tortured artist, darkness, ate without a table. All that shit's normal. She's gonna break a wall or some electricity or something. I don't really care. How are we going? So we've got 2,500 pemmican. Sorry, I'm trying to get a spot where I can see my shit. 2,000 fucking 300 pemmican. I've got 400 kibble. We've got 316 medicine. It's getting there. 150 components. We've got 19,000 steel. That's a bit excessive. And we got nearly 7,000 plasteel. 8,000 wood. We're getting some good supply. There's 7,000 cloth. I'm gonna need to buy more of the Nutrimine stuff though, unfortunately. I wasn't expecting to like rip through it this quickly. We've got 2,400 packaged survival meals, 1,800 simple meals. We actually have 44 vegetarian and 66 carnivore, so that's going really good. That means that somebody's actually taking the time to make the other shit. I didn't really see much in the way of food storage beyond pre-made stuff. So that's not great. But we do have all this planted and some of this hasn't been collected yet, so it's okay. Also, I don't know how this guinea pig got all the way in here and hasn't been brought in yet. But, doesn't matter. I kind of do want to go for... I sort of do want to go for like a quick run around and like see my allies and shit. To get like gold and some other stuff. I actually wouldn't mind going up here for a change. I never sort of go up and around this way because these guys are like right here. But because I haven't actually tapped onto these guys at all, they might have resources essentially that I could use. I might send out a few little caravans. So probably first things first, let's send one out here. I'm going to need a few people that can do talking. So I've got lasagna. I don't really need too much else. I just need somebody else that can do a fight. So maybe just you two. The less people I send, the harder it is to get the thing out quickly. That's all it is. I don't want to send Turk. Jet's not on the list. Pigeon's a problem. Giesen's a problem. Not sending Nitro. Might send Purple. Actually, fuck it. Let's do it as the twos. Let's do it as the twos, and I'll send like little groups out with like a few animals and stuff. I kind of want this to still be 1,000. I actually am not after steel, although I know that if I see it, there's a good chance that I might still want it. It's the only problem. So if I send a group of 800 kilos of animals, a few of these are pregnant. A couple of the muffaloes are still sick, so I don't know about sending them just yet. They actually don't stack up too much. There we go. Okay, about 1,000 of animals. They should breed on the way. So let's see. Rice, you're not taking that stack of rice. You're not taking the potatoes. The berries you guys can take. The medicine, you're not taking glitter world shit out of this colony. You could take extra of that. That's fine. No, Captain looks like he's chilling. Kind of want some more packaged survival meals realistically. They look like they're going to take all the kibble though. We take that down to about 300 so we're not capped at that, and 100 on that. Alright. And let's take this up to 200s. So then they've got like 56 days of food. Now I'm looking for stuff that I can trade for this because I don't have much in the way of like silver and stuff. So I guess it's time to grab all the various pants. The only reason why I want to send one caravan all the way over here is because I haven't really traded with them much, and I think that if they're going to have components and or gold and other stuff, like, it's going to be an expensive trip, but it might be worth my time. Like I'd love to take like wood and shit like that to do for sale, but how about taking this slate sculpture? Like maybe. Like, they might buy it, they might not. The jade, though, they probably will. Uranium, they probably would. The furs and stuff. Like, I don't want to send them with everything, but worst case scenarios, I can always send out, like... I can always send out a second batch of people in the same kind of group and, like, get them all bunched up. I might do that. I might save the furs and stuff for later. The furs and rocks and stuff, and because I'm after some more of this stuff, I also want advanced components and gold, which honestly is not the best fucking set to go out for, but I'm also keen for psychic shock lancers. I just gotta stay a bit stricter with it once we're out there. So we've got the 2 there. I'll probably stop in at purple and green. There are a couple that go downwards as well. The only reason why I'm not going up is I have hit this area so much. I really don't think they have that much supplies right now. I want to send a second caravan up here. Realistically, I want the 2 to merge if I can, but like lasagna and stuff be fine. Lasagna should be able to do talking. I really just want a couple of people that can haul stuff into the caravan and add to the bulk of the group once they're out. Jane can go out too. Alright, so let's grab you guys some animals. I don't really want to grab all the calves at this point. I'd rather them stay in the base. Like, all of my mufflos are probably sick, but they should be well enough to go out at this point. Should be. Like, I'm not saying that they definitely are, but it'd be great if they were. That's like 2,000. Hold on. Let's just drop that whole stack of mufflos there. I have a little bit too much on this group. I still want them to be a big caravan, but it's a lot for some of them to carry out. Hey, Ren. I will hydrate. What are you up to today? Stretch and a shoulder check. Alright. Yeah, what are you up to? I always find it so weird that you guys always laugh after, like, redeeming, like, a pack of that stuff. It's, I guess I don't get how it's hilarious, but I enjoy that you guys find it funny, kind of thing. It's so weird. We'll grab more of that, no glitter well, and you guys can grab 2 more. That should be enough. That should be a lot of food, realistically. I don't want to take the cloth because we're working with that. I mind taking all the leathers out of here because we could just sell it. I should slow down the penoxycyllin because I'm not really seeing anybody take that, honestly. And I think it's using up the medicine, which is not ideal. I think the statue is accounted for this time. And I'll grab the silver and I'll chuck it in here. There we go. Alright. So I've only got 2 little groups, but they're going to have like a lot of animals. I wouldn't mind sending like 1 more pack of animals because, like, worst case scenarios, I can always trade shit, but I'd rather have it at home in case we get like a gold detection or something like that, you know? Let me save that. So I'm hoping to merge those 2 once they actually leave the colony, with the view that I will have 1 good trader, and I'm hoping that they can just trade with, realistically, I'm looking for 1, 2, maybe 3, 4, and maybe these guys on the way home if they're good by then. They've restocked. Yeah, if I'm lucky enough to get these guys on the way back, I'll hit them up on the way back. But some of these guys aren't going to have the resources and shit that I want. Like, this place probably won't. But we'll check it out. Nothing much. Dealing with police because somebody broke into my apartment while I was at work. Stole my shit. Well, that's just fucking lovely. Yeah. No, that genuinely fucking sucks, friend. That's, yeah. Now, hopefully, like, the process and shit goes alright, and at least, like, obviously you probably lost important crap, but hopefully it's, like, nothing that's, like, irreplaceable kind of thing, you know? But, yeah. I hope the rest of your fucking day and weekend stuff gets a bit better than that. Augury, what are you destroying? Ah, she's destroying the wall. She's trying. She can't get through, though. Got some fertilized eggs around here, which is great. And this room. The nice thing is, because the fire runs throughout the night, it kind of produces light for some of this. Like, not enough. It's 51% light. But I feel like it grows it better, you know? Off the most is that they even stole my plates, which makes no fucking sense to me. Depends what kind of plates they are. What the fuck is wrong with them? Well, you see, the thing is, there's like a few different people out there. Like, depending on your plates, like, maybe they need them. Maybe they reckon they can probably, like, hock them. Like, any additional stuff. Or maybe they're the type of people that are just going to take that into some vacant car park and smash them. Because, like, that's a really cheap way to stress relief. So, like, I'm assuming it's, like, the last one of the lot. Just regular plates from the store, bought at discount for, like, €1 or €3. Yeah, I reckon they're just going to go smash them for, like, the shits and giggles of, stress relief. Because, yeah, that's all that strikes me as. But, still strange. Like, unless it's a petty thing that's personal vendetta against you, which in that case, like, it could be knowing that that's just some, like, frustrating little thing to, like, take away, make, like, your day-to-day existence more, like, difficult than it should be. It could also be for the purpose of making, like, a really, really weird police report as well, because, like, if you're trying to, like, do a police report or any kind of, like, insurance reports and stuff like that, there's certain cases where police will be like, the shit that was stolen was so, like, strange or specific and stuff like that. It's either targeted or, like sometimes they'll assume that it's, like, on purpose by the person and stuff. Like, I had a friend that had somebody break into their house just to steal, I think, their watch and their laptop. And there was, like, nothing else. And, like, they had other shit, but it was more so because it was a watch and a laptop and stuff. And the police were like, I don't know, this is so targeted and so specific. And they went past all these other things that they figured it was, like, an inside job. But, like, I'm not going to assume anything with that, but yeah, it made it really hard for them to claim shit because of what was taken. We still haven't got any more guinea pigs. It's fine, I have a breeding pair at worst, so, although, no, they're both adults. I was seeing this Rumbo calf above it, so, this report was baffling, even cops. Yeah. Well, it is certainly strange, but yeah. That sucks, man. That really sucks. Either way, I guess, like, at least you can, like, tune in and, like, hang out and shit and chill out. But, not the kind of start to the month you kind of needed, you know? Alright. So, my people have basically put together as much as they can for this caravan. I'm hoping that, because I'm only taking out like 5 people, I'm taking out a lot of animals. So, wait, did they leave a rock in there? Mate, cockroach. Dodsworth, I don't care which. Can you move that, mate? Just so we don't get like the morning influx of animals to rush in here and eat all the rice that we're growing. Because I am trying to grow food for the colony. It's a slow fucking process because we're coming into winter. But like we're getting there. Little bits and pieces. I actually feel like they're not really like re-sowing these. They are. It's just that like by the time they grow and then they get harvested and go again, like I feel like it's nothing. I also don't really see them actually get the chocolate out of this. I don't think that the animals, I don't think like yaks and other stuff eat things like that. Hold on. Have a look at some dietary stuff on these animals. Limited lifespan, half spool. That's not what I'm after. I'm looking at the thing that eats that. What do you eat? You eat meals, the processed seeds, vegetables, live plants. I'm looking to see if anybody in this group actually eats trees. No. Okay, what about the cows? I saw there was a cow here somewhere. Okay, in here, have a look at the cow. You shouldn't eat trees, live plants. Where's the sheep? There.